Hey there everyone, it's Val, and welcome back to Wasteland 2. We are currently checking out the Ranger Citadel, and in fact, there was supposed to be a place over here where we could leave our stuff, and I forgot to look at that. Oh no, it was over here, wasn't it? Alright, we'll have another look when we come back out of the room. We need to talk to Mer Captain first, and Angela, did you level up again, or what happened here? Oh, she still has... Oh, it's because I loaded the game again. It's saying, oh, you have points to use. Yep, most everybody has a little bit of points. Right. But I think you did actually level up. But you might as well hang on to your points. I don't think there's anything... Unless we give you a new skill. And I don't really think that's necessary at this point, so... Yeah, okay. Let's just talk to Mer Captain. Captain Ethel Mer Captain. Looking closer, you see that the woman isn't quite as youthful as she seems. There are a few gray hairs among the brown, and a lot of lines around her eyes, but she sketches with the keen-eyed intensity of a younger woman. A very tough decision, considering it was your first time out. I would have picked Ag Center personally, but I understand your decision. Water is essential to the growth of the wastes. Well, yeah, it was a tough decision. General Vargas said to bring you this robot leg we found at Asa's murder site, so here you go. Let's have a look at it. Remarkable, but unnerving. I've never seen robot tech this advanced. It'll take me some time to give it a full examination, so if you excuse me, interesting. Well, we actually weren't finished talking with you. Fascinating! Oh, you're still here. What can I do for you? The general gave us this requisition form. Oh, yes, I forgot. The general mentioned that. He was so pleased you found Ace's killer that he asked me to let you have your pick of some of my more interesting creations. Let's see. The general allocated a requisition for you for completing a thorough investigation of Captain Ace's death site. So I've got one requisition allocated for you. Okay, yes. A combat knife does 5 to 8 damage. Ooh. Minus 3% chance to hit, plus 3% ship in a bottle. A sunbrella. Ooh. An unusual bow. Plus 3% chance. So I guess I can pick one of these things. Plus 5% ranged hit bonus. Oh. See, that would be nice, because that would increase our range. I think I'm going to get that. So I just drag it over, do I? And say we'd like that for $1. Looks like you're out of requisitions, Rangers. Remember, it's just one item per request. Or requisition. I'll let you know when I've got more for you. Okay. Some very nice pieces. Let's see. Not seeing anything allocated for you, Rangers. Sorry. Oh, darn. I was hoping because it was still there that maybe we had another one. What do you think of General Vargas? Vargas is a man of vision and prudence. I know a lot of the Rangers think he's too cautious, but I can't agree. Slow and steady is the way to go. He's done an amazing job rebuilding the Rangers after our war with the robots from base Cochise, and we're stronger than ever before. That doesn't mean, however, that we should now go charging off to fight everybody and their brother. We must expand gradually and fully assess all threats before taking action. What threats do we face? The others say that our biggest threat is the Red Scorpion militia, who have taken over the prison which used to be our headquarters. They've been getting more organized and settled, and the fear is, now that they've established themselves, they'll start expanding their borders. What I say is, this will make them easier to negotiate with. Nomadic raiders have nothing to lose. A clan with towns and farms to protect thinks twice about risking their destruction by going to war. I say our biggest threat is expanding too fast. Let's make sure the communities we patrol are fully protected before we go looking for more. That's a fair point. I've asked this of other people, but what was Base Cochise to you? A pre-war research facility dedicated to the science of robotics. Its main frame was malfunctioning and kept building more and more robots and sending them out to defend itself against imaginary enemies. The Rangers destroyed the computer and the robots and saved the world, which is of course a good thing. But, well, I wish I'd been a Ranger then. From all reports, the sophistication of the computer's AI was incredible, and its death was a great loss to science. I can't help thinking that, had I been there, I might have been able to find a way to shut it down without destroying it. What a tool for good it could have been. Well, on another subject, you knew we were coming. Every new recruit the General brings in gets around to visiting us eventually. The weapons and armor we make are what keep them alive, after all. Most are curious where they come from. I imagine you're no exception. You make weapons here? Well, that's a bit of a misnomer. We do make some of them, the really interesting ones. But mostly what we do here is refurbished, scavenged weapons and armor. One thing we hope our Rangers will do is collect any broken down weapon parts, stray bits left over from modding, what have you, they find as they patrol the wastes, and bring them back here to Melson, over in the quartermaster's office. In exchange, he'll buy it off you at a great markup. Yes, actually, we just did a negotiation of that. Interesting weapons? I'm interested. The interesting ones are my department. I'm always trying to come up with new and better weapons and armor, using bits and bobs we have lying around. Can't just give them away, though. Creating them takes a lot of our precious resources, so the General's pretty tight with the requisition orders. How would I get a requisition order? Well, the General keeps a tight grip on requisition orders. All of the officers in the Citadel have the power to give them out, but only if we think a particular weapon would be necessary for the successful completion of a mission, or if we're impressed by how a Ranger team completed a difficult assignment. I can hand over one piece of tech for each rec you earn, but just one, so make sure you think it over before you take the first shiny thing you see. What's Sergeant Melson like? He knows his guns, I'll give him that, though I wouldn't have him in my shop. He's not nearly focused enough. All right, then what kind of armor do you have? We have everything from sturdy leather jackets to hand-forged plate to the finest reconditioned pre-war combat armor we can find. You'll have to pay for the more expensive items. Research and repair doesn't come free, but we aren't out to make a profit, just to recoup our expenses. Go see Sergeant Melson for that. I've got some custom, interesting armor, but the general orders are to save those for special loadouts only. Well, that's too bad. What kind of weapons do you have? We service, repair, and reinvent every kind of weapon, from knives and handguns to rifles, even energy weapons when we can get our hands on them. We don't do explosives, though. That's TNT-10's department. Yes. We plan to visit him. Go talk to Sergeant Melson if you're looking to purchase your armaments. I only issue my interesting pet projects if you've got a requisition order. What do you think of TNT Tan? Nicest guy you could ever want to meet, but, shall we say, less than cautious. He's nearly blown himself up more than once. He likes creating experimental explosives just like I like working on experimental weapons and armor, though I dare say my safety record is a trifle better than his. Alrighty, well, goodbye. Thanks for the help, Captain. Thanks for visiting, recruits. Come by any time. And go see Sergeant Melson if you're looking to shop. Angela Death says, good to see you, Captain Mercaptain. And Captain Mercaptain says, likewise, Captain Death. Captain, Captain, Captain. Everybody's a captain. Alright, here, just I'm going to click over to make sure my chat is visible, as I noticed while I was reading that it wasn't. Psst! Recruits! Robert Bowling. Right? What do you want, then? Hey, over here. A gaunt man in his 30s hunches over a table, cleaning and oiling gun parts. He's smeared with oil and sweat and seems to be trembling slightly. Listen, I heard you were talking to Mercaptain just now, and, well, everything she's got is solid merchandise, but as you may have noticed, Melson's gonna make you pay through the nose for the good stuff. Well, I got a little toy collection of my own, and I'd be willing to let some of 'em go for a lot cheaper than she will. Interested? Cheap weapons? Yeah, sure, we're interested. Cool, but listen, you can't tell the boss, Mercaptain, I'm doing this, or she'll fire me, okay? Sure, we won't tell. Great, here's what I've got. A bowling bar. That's a heavy weapon. You got a sniper rifle. 95% chance to jam. Even if I add the... Yeah, that... Oh, ick. You are not very... Anybody that takes a look at these is going to be like, 95% chance to jam. Yeah. No, I don't think I want your stuff. You don't produce very good stuff. Sorry, guy. Come on, I'm trying to raise money for a family emergency. Why does your family need money? I'm trying to help out my sister. I can't tell you any more than that, but it's important, I promise. Come on, can't you do Guy a favor? Is your sister in trouble? Sorry, I'm not saying anything about it. Will you help me out? Buy a gun or two? That's a smartass. She a smartass too. What you're saying doesn't make any sense. Something pretty terrible must be going on for you to risk getting kicked out of the Rangers Guild for it. You're right. Look, it's my sister. If you're not interested in the guns, I gotta get a letter to her. It's important. But I can't leave the Citadel. I can't get the time off. Would you take this to her? She lives in Rail Nomads Camp. Her name is Katie. And tell her I'm sorry. Well, sure, I'll take a letter for you. Thank you. I owe you one. Here. Well, what's so important about this letter? Never mind what's so important. It's private, between me and her. Will you take the letter? Kiss Ass 4 is required. Somebody has Kiss Ass. Oh, she only has Kiss Ass 3. You have a Hard Ass 4, but not a Kiss Ass. Okay, so... Yeah, okay. We'll take the letter. Good luck out there, Echo. Let me know what my sister says. Alrighty. We'll do that. Will you talk to us now, too? We're making the equipment you're going to use to bring justice to the Wasteland. Okay, well, I guess not really. Alright. Now, where is... Oh! Ranger locker. This is where we can leave stuff. Okay. Is that marked on our mini-map at all? Not really. Just have to remember it's there, I guess. Okay, let's see what's been updated on our thingy while we're in here. General Vargas has ordered us to find a way to Demonta. Alright, deliver a letter to his sister. Okay, well, I don't really see anything too unusual here. Okay, so I'll close that. just save it. We spent a long time talking. And let's get somebody this item, which I can't see. Okay, so who was talking? I thought it was Valentine talking to her. Where's our sunbrella? There it is. Alright, so right now we have 60. Equip that. Okay, so it goes into trinket. So we're up to 80. Awesome. Alrighty. There's where we can get water. Yes, we'll get some water so I don't forget. Good to see you, recruits. Hope everyone's treating you okay. And let's see. Yep, we're now 80 out of 80. We are not going to die of lack of water today. I emphasize the today part. Alright, let's start talking to people here. Corporal Jeff Hungerford. A squat old guy with muscular arms, a bandana around his bald head, and a bloody "Kiss the Cook" apron around his beer barrel gut. He has an eye patch over his left eye and a voice like a garbage disposal. Right on, brothers. Better grab some of this grub before the rats get it. Ha! Just kidding. The rats don't last long around here. They go into the stew pot just like everything else. Now, what can I get you? Your name's Hungry? Been living with that joke all my life, and it didn't get easier once they made me the cook. Could have been worse. I knew a guy once named Richard Stroker. Yeah, I can see how that one would be worse. You have water for our canteens here. Melson must have sent you. He always sends the new recruits to fill up on water. Well, it's right there in those coolers. Might be the last clean water you'll see until you get back here. So take plenty and drink it slow. What's Sergeant Melson like? That boy is a menace. Eats twice his share and never shuts up. Knows his stuff, though. He'll steer you right as far as guns and gear goes. All right, well, later, brothers. And don't forget to fill up on water. What the hell were you thinking, saving High Pool and leaving Egg Center to die? This kitchen can't run without Egg Center's food. Gonna have a lot of starving rangers, thanks to you. Well, just so you know, you can live longer on water and no food than you can live on food with no water. So, yeah. Sorry, we couldn't duplicate ourselves. Grenadier Stephen Pate. Good chow, huh? Aaron? Hungry knows what he's doing. Evan. An older ranger wearing an immaculate uniform stands by one of the cafeteria tables. He salutes as you approach. I'm Corporal Evan Hako, one of the recruiters here at the Citadel. I always like to make sure you new kids are settling in. You're doing fine, from all accounts. I'm also the liaison for any volunteers who wish to help out the Rangers on a non-permanent basis. And that's what I wanted to talk to you about today. Got a minute? Sure, go ahead. Great. So, from time to time while you're on patrol, you're going to meet folks who want to help you out. Most have their own reasons for volunteering. A grudge against somebody, an excuse to get out of town, whatever. Well, we welcome them all. Extra hands are always appreciated, but we try to limit the number of volunteers in one ranger team to 3. Any more than that, and it's hard to keep them in line. So what happens when you've got more volunteers than spots to put them in? You send them to us, that's what. If you want a volunteer to be able to join you later, just tell them to come to the Citadel, and we'll take care of them until you're ready. You'll find them here in the mess or around the Citadel enjoying our hospitality. Got it? Yeah, I got it, so that means we can have one more person. Cool. Oh, and as an added incentive, I'm authorized to offer you a bonus for every volunteer you recruit. The more you bring in, the higher the bonus you'll receive. What kind of bonuses are you offering? We provide 2 types of bonuses. The first is a scraps entitlement, which you can use to purchase whatever you want. The second is an accelerated promotion merit, which allows you to rise more quickly in the ranks. The type of bonus you receive is up to you. We found a possible recruit. Good work. What's their name? So if I tell you about Vulture's Cry, are you going to take her from our party and we'll have to get her back? I guess we'll find out. Her name is Vulture's Cry. She was in a little trouble at a high pool before we helped her out. Ha! The Rangers know all about being in a little trouble in high pool. She'll fit in just fine. What type of enlistment bonus would you prefer? Oh, an accelerated promotion merit sounds good. A fine choice. I'll annotate the merit in your promotion record. Companions waiting. You can remove an unneeded or troublesome, they could be troublesome, from your party by a CNPC from your party by selecting the dismiss option on the character screen. A dismissed party member will make their way back to rooms inside Ranger Citadel, such as the museum and the mess hall. Here you can recruit dismissed party members. Cool. We found a possible recruit. Let's tell. Can we get credit for letting Angela into our team? Ha ha! That's a good one, recruits. Captain Death's been here ever since I was a recruit myself. I'm not saying she's old or anything. I would never say that. She'd kill me. Yeah, especially she's standing right there. And alrighty, so that's pretty cool. So yes, I guess I'll be seeing you around, recruits. Take care now. Alrighty then. That's pretty cool. So she is still part of our team, and we got an experience bonus, I assume. I hope. Or did we get attributes? No. Must have been experience. Okay. We got something. At least I hope we got something. Alright. Don't think there's anything back here that we needed to look at. Okay, one of the things that they said as we went past I want to read. The cook said, "Heard you saved Stubbins Farm from that mutation plague. They're one of my suppliers, so I appreciate it." So that means we still have food coming in. Maybe not a lot of food, but some food. Alright, let's see if we can go in here. Oh, we can. Okay. Move along, Rangers. Okay. Moving along, moving along. What's this? Rangers? Yes, we are Rangers. Sorry, Rangers, only authorized personnel are allowed in the brig. Oh, yeah, we don't really want to go in the brig, so that's fine. Vals, who goes there? Oh, it's you. Carry on. Oh, Sergeant Bell. Hey, Rangers, name's Bell. Sergeant Bell. How's it going? Oh, maybe in the future we'll be able to talk to him about something? Apparently not right now, though. Oh, no, that's the guy we just talked to. It's dangerous out there. Keep your eyes open, Rangers. Ooh, what's this? An ancient air traffic control computer. By the looks of it, it hasn't been powered up in 150 years. Alright. Your efforts are hampered by a vindictively stubborn lock. Okay, so whatever is over there is nothing we need to care about, so let's head back this way. So, move along, Rangers. Just figured we should talk to people as we pass them, so looks like we do occasionally have people that we can interact with. Perimeter secure. Rangers? Rangers? Steel Dawn. I like the name. Nothing out of the ordinary. Alright, so I think now we need to go up this way. Here's someone to talk to. Tisk. Seems like it was only yesterday. Ancient and balding, with his ranger fatigues hanging baggy on his skinny frame. He wears his long gray hair pulled back in a tight ponytail, and his bifocals teeter on the tip of his nose. What a choice to have to make. Wish you'd saved Ag Center instead. Nothing I like better than their rutabagas. Now I guess they're gone for good. Now, what can old Flintlock do for you today? What do you think of General Vargas? He's a good kid, Vargas. Helped us save the world from Finster and Base Cochise' robot army. Back in the bad old days, and he's been keeping us safe and strong ever since. Love him like my own son. Base Cochise? Back before the apocalypse, it was a military facility, just like this one, only Cochise was a robot research center. Then, somehow, about 15 years back, its mainframe had some kind of glitch, and it started thinking that humans were the enemy. Can you believe it? The darn thing started pooping out killer robots and sending them off to kill all and sundry. Well, the Rangers had to put a stop to that, didn't they? So we did. Blew the damn place to kingdom come. Ain't seen a robot since. Well, we saw one. Did you call us children? Ha! Everybody's a kid to me. I'm older than dirt. And you're just back from your first patrol, ain't ya? Well then, I guess I can call you what I want. How did you get the name Flintlock? The fellows all joke that I've been around so long that the standard issue for a ranger back in my day was a flintlock and a coonskin cap. And well, they ain't far wrong. I got boots older than his daddy. Who was Finster? Didn't you see his head in the museum? Crazy scientist type. Wanted to kill everybody and replace them with mutants. Started making plagues to wipe us all out. Thank God Vargas and Angie and Thrasher and Hellraiser put him down like the mad dog he was. Is there anything we can help you with? Well, as a matter of fact, I could use your help. The museum's always looking for interesting relics and artifacts from the past to add to our collection. Recovering that kind of stuff was the best thing the crazies who lived here before ever did. Trouble was, all they wanted to do was hide it away. We want to show it to people, let them cogitate on it, maybe figure out what some of it does. So listen, if you ever come across anything interesting while you're on patrol, bring it back and I'll trade you for what you found. And I won't give you no junk neither. I'll set you up with something good. Well, we found this amazing lamp. What do you think? Oh, wow, it's indescribably beautiful. I'll happily add that to our collection. Can I have it? Definitely. It deserves a place of honor. Thank you, Rangers. You've certainly got an eye for the archaeologically interesting. A BB gun. And fashionable in BB ammo. In fact, I think you deserve a little something extra for this find. How about I let you take the Red Ryder rifle out on loan? I've got a handful of BBs, but I'm not sure if you'll be able to find more. Just try to keep it clean and make sure to point it away from your face. Thanks a lot. I'm sure that will be very useful. Oh, I got a double word score for cogitate, did I there, D. Hasnan? Adios, children. Thanks for stopping by. 1 to 3 damage. Oh, I think we're going to put that in the chest over there. But we won't tell him that. Okay, no. I thought we could ask him for a tour, but maybe that's later. Let's go talk to this fellow over here. Ooh, let's look at that. If that was Blythe, this must have been Parker, which makes this Though the shelf is mostly filled with charts, maps, and topographical surveys that may well be in Venusian, a few interesting titles stick out. Ooh, the History of the Desert Rangers Part 3, Part 6, and an intelligence report. Let's take all those. Alrighty, so we've read 1 and 2. So this gives us Part 3. And we have a Part 6. And we have an intelligence report. Alrighty, where's the BB guns for that thing there? Okay. So, I think we'll look around a bit more and then we'll read. I'm hoping we'll find Part 5 somewhere. Alright, let's talk to this guy. There's no getting around it. Despite the bathrobe and slippers and the high-tech artificial leg, this guy is intimidating. Fat, yes, but there's a lot of muscle under all that padding. And he's 6 if he's an inch. I think he means 6 feet. Also, his fists are the sizes of canned hams. Oh my. Sergeant Gilbert Thrasher Segura. Yeah, I know. You're the new recruits, heroes of High Pool, etc. Well, I don't do the tour. Flintlock does the tour. I just do maps. So unless you got questions about maps, talk to him. Thanks. Yeah, that bathrobe does in fact look a lot like armor from a distance. Maybe it's plated with grime. How do you feel about General Vargas? That's General Vargas to you. A wild man back when we patrolled together. Now he's too cautious for his own good. Or the Rangers. What do you mean, too cautious? We lost a lot of men taking this place, and I understand him wanting to regroup and rebuild, but it's been 15 years. While we've been sitting here guarding our little patch, the weeds have been growing beyond our borders, and every year we let them go, they're going to be harder to get back when the time comes. Weeds? Raiders, militias, mutant animals, and mad scientists. Cults. We keep our own backyard clean, but beyond it, the wasteland is worse than it ever was. And there are places out there that have not been updated on my maps since we got here. What are our borders? Look at this map. This is the Ranger Citadel. Our territory stretches from the Rail Nomads here in the north to Ag Center in the south and High Pool in the east. That's it. Everything outside that triangle has become terra incognita. Our influence is shrinking when it should be expanding. Alright, well, tell me about the Rail Nomads. A little town built up out of rail cars, always fighting amongst themselves, but they don't generally bother anybody else. Bit of a trug problem, though. I wish they would end their conflict. Every time one of them gets the upper hand, I have to change my maps. What do you know about the Ag Center? Well, it was a research facility that tried to figure out ways to grow more and better crops in the wastelands. Now it's gone, thanks to you, and we'll probably all starve. Why does everybody blame us? That's getting on my nerves. We couldn't be in 2 places at once. You know about High Pool? A reservoir and water treatment plant. Place is like a fortress, which is no surprise, considering how valuable water is. We get our water from them in exchange for patrolling up there. Good thing you saved it. Well, at least you recognize we did Yeah, okay, never mind. You're proud to be a ranger? If the Rangers didn't exist, I would have joined some scavenger gang and been dead before I was 30. I may have lost a leg in my service here, but I have found my mind. I call that a bargain. The best I ever had. Do you and Flintlock get along? His incessant chatter can be wearing, but I'm glad he's here. He acts as a shield for the idiots who would otherwise bother me. Why do I have a feeling he's kind of eyeing us as he says that? Where'd you get that cool artificial leg? If you ask about it again, I'll tear it off and beat you with it. Okay. Come on. What if one of us loses a limb? You're going to keep a fix like this to yourself? You're right. I'm being selfish. I got it from a woman named Dr. Kyle. Don't know where she came from, but she did excellent work. It's not for the squeamish, though. The new leg is fine, works like a charm, but it's powered by a fuel cell that's implanted in the chest. Kinda freaks me out, to be honest. What's freaky about it? It's like a little blue gem set into my breastbone. First few nights I had it, the glow kept me awake. It just feels unnatural. That reminds me of Iron Man. Alrighty. So there's a tour. Every time Vargas brings new recruits to the Citadel, they always want us to show them around the museum. Well, I don't have time for it. You never pay any attention, anyway. Alright, well then, what's so interesting about maps, since that seems to be your thing? Keeping accurate maps is an important part of a ranger's job. Knowing locations and distances to towns, oases, and resources keeps our communities alive. We also need to put new places on the map when we find them. Catalog who lives there and if they're a threat. Now, if you excuse me, I'll be getting back to it. Oases are important. There aren't many places to find drinkable water out in the desert, so we try to keep the maps current about which are pure and which have run dry. And no, I'm not giving you a map. Part of becoming a ranger is finding water for yourself. We had to do it in my day. You'll do it in yours. Well, what's the point of keeping a map of all the oases if you don't actually let anybody use said map? You just like collecting information, don't you? So we should keep an eye out for new places. We're always looking to expand our knowledge of the world. Write down all the places you visit on your travels, and when you come back to base, I'll reward you for any place we don't already have on our maps. The more, the better. Alright. Goodbye, Segura. Back to work. These maps aren't going to draw themselves. Your bungling has just about handed High Pool to the Red Scorpions. Bergen is looking for any excuse to switch sides, and today you gave it to him. He'll become mayor, mark my words. He's not the mayor. And unless he gets into a spot of assassination, he's not going to become the mayor. Alrighty, so I think we can have our tour now. Finally done in Knotsburg. Where is he? Rangers. Small communities are essential to rebuilding the wastes. Now can we have our tour? Hey now, recruits, find anything unusual for me? No, but can you give us a tour? You want the tour? Terrific. Ha! Most of the fellows run screaming when I start talking about the old days. Great to have an appreciative audience. That's a strange one. There's lots of those little cards around, all completely worthless, but this one meant so much to a guy that he paid the rangers who brought it to him in more gear than you could shake a stick at. Never found out what he wanted it for, but when he died, we decided to retrieve it and preserve it. Bizarre how one little piece of plastic got us so much loot. We'll have to look at it after. That's the head of one of the Desert Ranger's greatest enemies, Urwin John Finster. He was one of the mad scientists tried to make people into mutants or some such. Can't recall the details. All I know is he was so mad he turned himself into an android. Didn't help him when the Rangers caught up to him. Lost his head over it, in fact. Kinda spooky the way his eyes follow you around the room, ain't it? There's a lot of fake blood staffs lying around, but this is the real one, I promise you. We took it off the corpse of the blood priest himself. Nobody knows exactly what its purpose is or what it does. The secrets of its origins are lost in the mists of time. That, and we lost the manual. I hope you're making good use of the Red Rider since I gave it to you on loan. Keep it safe. Oh, I guess that was stored in there. Okay. Isn't she a beauty? Top of the line and heaviest hitter of her day. Non-operational now, I'm afraid. Can't find any replacement parts, but I still polish her muzzle every day. Well, it looks like a, Where's it going? Now that is a useful piece of plastic. It got us through the final doors in Sleeper Base 1. Well worth the hours of fighting it took to get it. You don't really give us time to look at these things. Not too much to look at, is it? But you would not believe what we found inside it. Always check broken toasters, children. They're like slot machines. Sometimes you get nothing, sometimes jackpot. Well, that's for all for now, children. Come back if you want the tour again. Alrighty. Well, now we have time to look at these things. Alright, what's that? Somehow the Rangers have managed to keep an intact M388 Davy Crockett tactical newt in perfect shape for the last 150 years. Every part, wire, and actuator looks to be in working order. Do you think the warhead is live too? A bright red button blinks silently on the control panel below the launching mechanism. I'm not gonna push the button. Wonder if this button still works. Should we push the button? I'm gonna push the button. Oops. Well, that was unfortunate. The nuke you set off in Flinklock's library may have been small, but it was enough to kill everyone inside Ranger Citadel, thus ending the Desert Rangers as an institution and a force for stability in the wastes. Still, another group might have stepped up and become the next guardians of civilization and protectors of the downtrodden, except for the fact that 3 weeks later, an army of synths and mechanically enhanced humans from California invaded Arizona and killed everyone who did not immediately swear fealty to their leader, the synthetic messiah. A synthetic messiah Matthias. Oops. I had to push it. I had to. Oh, okay. Alrighty, so I'm gonna have to... Where did I last save it? I'm gonna have to... okay, we might have to... Alright, so have we... I don't know, have we talked to the map guy yet?